guys, it's stuff. Gotta thank you guys so much. Really happy about it. But anyway, let's get a trade request to. You know what? I want to leave. I don't want to be part of this anymore. LeBron's already been said that he's as well. This is some huge news. Kyrie's, but he doesn't want to be in the shadow anymore. I really think it's possible that if both teams are into it, because Kyrie doesn't have no trade clause under him that, he gets to choose where he wants to go, I mean, that's still up to him when he's a free agent, but, it's still up to them for what they want to do. And I think the best position, honestly, and I don't think this is being thought of way too much, but the best position is for the Celtics right now, if they want it. And I want to ask you Celtics fans, you NBA fans, what you think of a big three of Gordon Hayward, Kyrie Irving, and possibly Anthony Davis if that works out as well. Because that could be insane. I mean, that could be a team that, is better than the Warriors, which is why I picked these two right here. But, a trade Kyrie Irving for Isaiah Thomas. I mean, the contracts don't add up, but it's very, very possible because, the Celtics have so many assets. They could throw in a Jay Crowder or maybe a rookie, that Nets pick for sure, and it could get very interesting real quick. I think if anything, it could be like a Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder for Iman Shumpert and Kyrie Irving type situation, which would be very interesting to see. I mean, obviously the Cavs get a lot back in that situation because they get a great small forward along with, in my opinion, a point guard that's just as good, if not better, than Kyrie Irving. But this is where it's important to think about it. This is a very interesting trade that, could not happen, could even happen. And I'm a huge Celtics fan. I love Isaiah Thomas and everything he does. He's a huge inspiration to, every single player who dreams of being in the NBA because, he's shown that height doesn't matter. He's shown that it's not about just length. It's height over heart. It's heart over height. Sorry, said it wrong. But he's shown us that, and I really respect him for that a lot. But Kyrie Irving's a great player as well. He's younger. He's definitely got better handles, and even though Isaiah I think is a better scorer, Kyrie's very streaky as well. This could be very, very interesting to see. But I think they're both really up there as best scorers. Kyrie's not really known for his defense as well, but he does have that young aspect on him. And if we end up getting Anthony Davis and you add in Kyrie Irving, that could be pretty deadly to see because both these guys, in my opinion, are future MVPs, or at least one of them, because they're very same team. I mean, it's something really to watch. But is it helpful for the Cavs? And in this situation, yes, I do think that adding Isaiah Thomas could be very helpful for the Cavs. They get a fantastic scorer, maybe even better scorer than Kyrie Irving. I don't know how LeBron and him will gel, but it should be pretty great because LeBron's a guy who it's not very hard that players don't usually have a very hard time gelling with LeBron James. It's just does Isaiah. I mean, Isaiah's the number one player on our team right now, so we'll have to see how he, shapes up. The only problem for the Cavs in this situation is that Isaiah's a free agent the year after, and is he gonna want to come back to play with LeBron, or, if LeBron leaves, he's definitely gonna leave too. So the Cavs might need to think of something where they get to keep something for a longer time. And I really think even if you take Isaiah out and add more assets from the Celtics, which they have, this could still be very interesting. The Celtics have a lot to offer, a lot of picks, and if they get rid of like all of them, it's possible that we keep Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving. Maybe Al Horford's involved in the trade because he has a lot of years on his contract, and that could be interesting because now you get they got a good backup center in Al Horford, and then you add in Jay Crowder, Marcus Smart's there is a solid point guard. Can be maybe he gels well with 1 year. I'm pretty sure they need to really think of rebuilding in this situation. And I don't think, oh shoot, Kyrie just broke his ankles, but I don't think they're gonna get anything better than what the Celtics can offer, and that pick next year could be very helpful for the Cavs. I think that's something they should be really looking into because, getting like a Michael Porter or another face for the team, that's how the Cavs really got good, is getting good picks, and they got nothing right now because their team is very good. And if they can get, a couple first round picks that the Celtics have, that could be very interesting to see. A starting lineup with Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, maybe Anthony Davis, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford. That's a team better than the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion. And I really think everyone who's blaming Kyrie, I mean, I don't see where he's going wrong, but I do wish that I always thought of Kyrie as at least being the guy who would stick around through the tough times. But it seems like Kyrie doesn't want to waste more time in his career when knowing that LeBron's not going to stay next year. I mean, it's almost guaranteed LeBron James is going. And maybe if he can get out at the right whoa, that's a great block. But if he can get out at the right time, maybe it's a better idea for him to do that instead. And he can join a franchise that definitely has a chance of winning. I don't understand one thing in his request was that he involved 4 teams, and 2 of them made a little sense to me, I guess, but the other 2 did not, even come close. And even one of the 2 that made sense to me, I still didn't understand why he'd want that, so I'm going to get into that in just a second. But, I think the Celtics could be his best option here. I mean, going to those 4, I mean, he's involved the Knicks, the Timberwolves, the Spurs, and the Heat. That's 4 teams. Only the Spurs, I really think, is somewhere that he will get what he wants. He's a young guy. He'll get on a team with another young guy, Kawhi Leonard. They'd be killing it up in San Antonio. That would be very fun to watch because obviously San Antonio they're lacking something to beat the Warriors, even though they were very close last year. But Kyrie Irving under a Greg Pop regime could be very cool to watch. And I mean, that's the only one that really made sense to me because the rest of them were like the Knicks. I mean, even Carmelo's trying to get out of there. I don't know why Kyrie'd want to play in New York. Same as Miami. There's nothing in Miami. There's Hassan Whiteside maybe. I mean, they're like barely making playoffs. They didn't even make them this year. So going to Miami makes no sense for me if you're Kyrie Irving. I mean, even though maybe Dwayne Wade will make a comeback, maybe LeBron James will go to South Beach next year, which I really don't see Dwayne Wade and LeBron teaming up back in South Beach. I think both of them are going to go west. If not, just LeBron will go west, and Kyrie and Wade are not going to tear it up in Miami. They're going to be okay. So Kyrie shouldn't try wasting his time in Miami. He should come to another big city, as in Boston, and the Celtics really have, obviously all year long, they've been the team that has been in every rumor to get everyone because they have way too much to offer, really. It's like more than some teams can handle, and I think Danny Ainge has handled it very well, but not gotten what he's wanted. And I think that's because teams have just done stupid trades, and this is a chance for the Cavs to finally do a good trade, maybe involving Isaiah Thomas if that's what Danny Ainge wants, because Kyrie's already under a contract for another year, and Kyrie might be better than Isaiah. I don't know, but that's a very hard question. But if I'm Danny Ainge at this point, maybe I go through with that trade because you get 1 more year of Kyrie. He's a younger player. I love Isaiah Thomas. Don't get me wrong, but it's Kyrie Irving. It's very hard next year, and you add to that Isaiah Thomas, who's a definite all-star, one of the best point guards, if not the best point guard in the East. Same with Kyrie. He's up there as well. So it could be very interesting to watch Isaiah and LeBron together at it, too. I mean, the Timberwolves is another team that Kyrie said, but I don't see any point in Kyrie going to the Timberwolves because, they're still young, and I don't think they can beat the Warriors with Jimmy Butler. They're just Jimmy Butler. So they're going to need some help, but yeah, guys, hopefully Kyrie to Boston works out. I really hope it does. It could be very interesting to see. Maybe we get Anthony Davis and forget Kyrie Irving. I'm fine with that too. But, as a Celtics fan, it's important to, express how you feel. And I think, maybe we're very close to it, even though I love Isaiah and I'm fine with keeping Isaiah and just getting Anthony Davis. But I really think Danny Ainge needs to do a little more. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe if you're new. And, yeah, peace.